Let's get this thing going.
Hello, America. This is
the fastest 2 hours in radio.
I think we really need like an intellectual revolution.
Now, of course, this is not so much a show as it is a special event.
The Morning Edge with Fox 2's Vic Faust,
We need to have a little talk here.
Chris Knight,
Hang on.
and Eric Johnson.
The more bizarre he gets,
The more people like him.
A complex mechanism that in itself must be operated by an even more complex entity, you.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome into the show. Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper.
What?
Crystal Cooper. And I'm Vic Faust. Crystal came into the studio this morning, bloodshot eyes,
Yeah.
belching all over the place.
We need to get that camera closer to my face so everyone
Throwing
can see.
Actually, you do great. Crystal went to the game last night. She told us, she may not be feeling the best this morning. Crystal, obviously, a normal question would be, oh my God, are you going to be on time this morning? She said yes. Then, how are you feeling? No, I feel good. I'm still young. I'm not like you guys who drink because you're older and then you feel bad the next day. Oh, Ben has the best quote of the day. Ben's like, I love that Crystal is always on time. That comment is to somebody who doesn't show up or shows up late. Thanks, Ben. We love you listening. That's great. Crystal, you answered the bell very well. She went to, and I'm Vic Faust, she went to Cardinals game last night. Another later game.
Yeah, brought us home a winner, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody had to get hit, but it was kind of, I feel like even if he wouldn't gotten hit, we would have ended up winning anyway. But that was a pretty bizarre way to end the game for sure. I mean, I was like not ready yet. I had to down the rest of the beer on the way out.
My God, you were drinking into the ninth inning?
Well, so
Or bottom of the eighth into the ninth? Yeah, because it was bottom of the ninth.
I had all-inclusive tickets, and when they do, they did a 9:15 call for last call, and you can get 2 beers. So that's what I did.
Oh, my God.
What?
You were double fisting just to get the most out of it?
Oh, I sent you guys a picture.
I know, I saw, but I couldn't tell you were double fisting.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you're right. That could have just been Nick's beer, but I loved how Eric wrote back in the text group. He's like, that looks like a Bud ad.
Eric who?
Eric, our friend, wrote back, our co-host.
Eric Johnson?
Yeah, he wrote back.
There was a sighting?
No, he wrote back in our text group.
Oh, my God, there was an Eric Johnson sighting.
Yeah, and he said, looks like a Bud ad.
Stop the presses. I saw it. Yeah, so I'm glad you had a good time. Glad the Cardinals won. Unfortunately, for all of us who like the Cardinals, there may be people around the country who don't, but we follow the Cardinals. Brewers also won the last night. That's what makes me nervous. They got their victory in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
So, or against L.A. rather. Hopefully St. Louis can take care of business with Colorado because they don't seem to play very well against these teams that suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cardinals did get the win, so that's good. It is 8:05 on this Wednesday. Happy hump day as always. August 17th. We're here for the next 2 hours, trying to have some fun, bringing you the entertainment, informing you, and, of course, you guys are part of the show. You make it the show. If you want to give us a call, the phone number is 636-695-2915. You can also jump in on Facebook, as always, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. And then you can also stream us at ViperRocks.com. Once again, ViperRocks.com. Ben also says he loves Crystal's always on time.
Yeah.
Always on time. And you got some likes and some loves there too, Crystal. So congratulations. Anything crazy happened last night on the way to the game, on the way back?
No.
All right.
We just, like I said,
what was the crowd like last night?
Actually, it wasn't very big. I didn't see the attendance number. I don't remember seeing that part. I might have been up getting food or going to the bathroom because they do them in between innings. But I don't know if anybody else loves this part of the game, but like that hat ball, whatever, where they like dance them around. Was the hat trick or Mexican hat dance or whatever?
Follow the ball on the screen.
Yeah, I love that one. And it's gotten harder and harder the better technology has gotten. And so last night there was one point where I thought I might have lost it, but I was right and I got it. So.
Do you think it gets harder and harder the more beers that you drink?
Oh, I don't know. I think that by the time that comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good morning, Chris. How are you? You got the system set up now?
I'm good to go.
I was asked by somebody who, once they found out when I was sitting behind home plate with you a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, does this guy know every person who sits in his seats? I said, no, because they sell the tickets.
That's right.
And he doesn't talk to everybody. So when you're watching Cardinal games and you happen to own what are the two most recognizable seats in the building, do you look every game when you tune in to see who's sitting back there, to see who might it be or what they look like, or maybe you know them, something like that?
I do.
Do you ever know anybody that gets the tickets?
A few
that
times. Yeah.
like, oh, they got my tickets and they don't even realize it.
Now and then. But most of the time, no, I don't know them.
Well, I know that you were probably happy. Liz Cheney got her ass whipped yesterday in Wyoming. I mean, whipped.
Right.
Whipped.
Like
It's
But she's gonna
37
run for
points.
president now.
Yeah.
well,
She started
well,
a
she
new
can do-
group.
she
the
can
Great
she can
House.
do whatever she wants. This woman is sick. This woman is a bad person. She is selfish, and the reason I can say these things, number one, she's not in our state. Number two, anybody, and I mean anybody, that does what she has done, and she is allowed to do whatever she wants to do. But when you go out after getting your ass whipped, I mean destroyed, embarrassed, wiped to the ground, as was predicted by just about any pundit that had any idea of what was going on, you compare yourself to Abraham Lincoln?
No.
I
know.
mean, she lost me there. She can say she's running for president, blah, blah, blah. She will never hold public office again. Or she is better off trying to run as a Democrat because she will never win office again. Hey, Drew, mark my words. She will never win another public office again at any national level. She destroyed herself.
Yep.
She knew.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens in life. Sometimes her feud, her anger with the Trump family, and the feud with her dad and Donald, she just couldn't back out of it. And she got her, I feel bad for her because she got all caught up in it. Nobody deserves to be embarrassed nationally. Like, she's been embarrassed. Democrats don't care for her. They
Right.
used her, and she needed it because she knew she was going to lose.
I thought it was kind of disrespectful too because she came out with a statement, not verbatim, but along the lines of she could have just not talked about Trump and she could have had an easy win, but that's not what. So like that was a slap in the face to the people who did not like her. That she just doesn't even realize that they don't want her in there, not just because she talked about Trump. That's not the only reason. But she thinks that's the only reason. And so to be that full of yourself and say, oh, well, I could have had an easy win, but
It's
I
a
chose
big
to say
reason.
something.
But it's a big reason.
It's like, okay,
Well,
good for you. Like, pat yourself on the back.
it is. That's a good point, Crystal, because this all started when she was one of 10 Republicans to, if you remember, impeach Donald Trump.
Drew said she was going to win.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, but Drew, I mean, Drew, I like your entertainment on the show. I know you don't say much that's solid sometimes. I like your entertainment, but that was really bad. That was really, really, really bad. Or when he makes 80% of his predictions that do not come right, then he just kind of tries to, well, she doesn't follow a cult. The problem, Kevin calls her a swamp rat. Oh.
Yeah, I would not
No.
want to be called that, but it sounds maybe slightly appropriate.
Yeah. The only thing worse than that would be called an outhouse rat.
Sewer rat, right?
Crazier than an outhouse rat. Or an S-hit rat is what I've heard before.
Oh,
An S-hit house.
that's so funny.
An S-hit
I don't
house
ever
rat.
hear S hit and not like want to laugh.
That's my way of saying
I
it.
know, but that and ours just
gotta-
crack me up.
You got to beat the FCC.
I picture you like super old in a rocking chair on your front porch, yelling at the kids on your lawn, "Get your arse off my S-hit lawn!"
So she got her S-hit handed to her. Her arse is now out of the Wyoming area.
Now she's running for president.
Well, here's the thing. When you get embarrassed to the extent that she did, you don't just, anybody with any sort of class, anybody that's humble, you congratulate the people, and you don't make it about yourself. Then compare yourself to Abraham Lincoln. And then think on top of this, and I'm glad you said it, Chuck, because I was going to get there at some point today. Chuck says, Dick Cheney in 9/11. I know that gets into the conspiracy theory stuff, but the more and more information that comes out and what Dick Cheney might have allegedly known and what he didn't know and what he didn't do, it's certainly, but that's not even the big point today, but yes, that is a point. So you've got Liz Cheney, instead of just, hey, I lost, it's over, moving on. Oh, I'm going to come back. Who knows? Abraham Lincoln lost some races before he ran for others in the presidency. Who cares if she runs for the presidency? And you know what, Drew? We don't care. And we don't care what you say about that. You know why? She's not going to take down Donald Trump. She tried. She lost.
God, no.
Her vindictive nature just cost her her seat. And Drew, guess what, buddy? Let me educate you a little bit more this morning because I know you hang on every word that the show says. But I would too. I'd listen to us every day. Damn, we're pretty damn good. And we educate and we entertain. Drew, where else are you going to be educated in this world besides us? The CNN? No. MSNBC?
Yeah, right.
No. You need us. You come to us because we help you. And we love you here because you're good. So here's the thing. 10 Republicans voted to impeach Donald Trump. 10. 4 of them said, we're not running for re-election.
Yeah.
So they quit.
They got the hint, right?
Then 4 more have been destroyed.
Yeah.
4 more destroyed in elections. That's 8. So 8 of the 10, see ya, suckers. And then the final 2 passed through where states are where you don't have to be a Republican or Democrat. They just take the top 2.
Oh.
I'm sorry, like Donald Trump, hate Donald Trump, and he frustrates the hell out of me with some things. That man owns the Republican Party. Nothing is going to change, and Donald Trump will be running for president
I guarantee it.
unless some sort of major law thing happens before then. He owns the party. Drew, he lives rent-free in your brain, and I'm sorry. And I see Donald Trump dancing in your brain, Drew. I just see him doing his dance up in your cranium. It's crazy. And I talked to some people yesterday who actually thought Liz Cheney was going to win Wyoming.
Oh, my God.
These are educated people.
Drew's one of them.
When I saw, she finally gave in when she was down 30 points.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
So bad. I know. They just act like these numbers don't mean anything. But then if the numbers are in their favor, they're like, hey, look at these numbers.
So that was the big national news yesterday. Drew, I'll give you one other comment today since we have focused a lot on you. And I chose to do that. Those are primaries, Vic. Watching the general election, how many of those Trump candidates get elected. Okay. Now, since you've already been destroyed and you lost that race, now you're starting a new race.
Yeah.
So that's fine, Drew.
To get destroyed again.
Yeah, we'll watch. We'll see where it goes. But the bottom line is you've been hailing Liz Trump. She wishes she could be Liz Trump.
Yes, she does.
She wishes she could be Melania. Oh, my God. Liz Cheney.
That's funny.
Liz Cheney got destroyed. Bottom line, she embarrassed herself. And this is going to show you go against Donald Trump, you pay the price, whether that's a good thing or not.
Yep. What was the final number? Do you know?
No, I haven't had a chance to look
It
yet.
was over 30%, though?
I want to say I read 37% this
Wow.
when they finally called it last night.
Damn.
Yeah, it just shows. Trump's his comments were pretty good. Quote, Liz Cheney should be ashamed of herself, the way she acted and her spiteful, sanctimonious words and actions towards others. Now she can finally disappear into the depths of political oblivion, where I'm sure she will be much happier than she is right now. He said, thank you, Wyoming. And not only did she get destroyed, she got destroyed by a Trump candidate.
Mm-hmm.
That just goes to show Trump is dominating, like him or not. And you wonder why.
I don't wonder why.
No, but there are people who wonder why all of these things have continued. Russiagate, the Russia hoax, Russia collusion, which was not true, unfortunately.
You know what? Aaron brings up a good point.
What did he say?
He said that maybe she's just interviewing for The View.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Well, that's her fallback job.
Right?
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
You can fall back on CNN as an announcer, or you can just go to The View.
You know what? She looks like she would be a perfect match
Yeah.
for The View. She's got the look.
I could see her on that show.
She's got the psycho look.
But Meghan McCain did it first.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about families, right?
Yeah, that is. Also, from a message I got, Trump has now destroyed the Bushes, the Clintons, the McCains, and the Cheneys.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Bye, Dick.
Woo. Robert says, Liz, you're fired. Ben, I was waiting for somebody to bring this up.
Joe's next.
If you look at the total number of votes, I agree. But still, Ben, it's the rules for the race. It's not like not everybody can be from New York like you are. In all fairness, only 7 people live in Wyoming.
That made me laugh.
There might be 2,000. Okay, let's be fair.
During the winter, though, it might go down.
Yeah. To 7.
Dottie says, her advice for anybody today? She doesn't give tons of advice, but she says, whatever you do, never go gambling or take Drew's advice with Drew. Never go gambling with Drew or take his advice, or you're going to lose big time.
Oh, thank you, Rob.
Drew's right sometimes.
So,
Well, yeah, if you keep shooting, eventually you're going to
Right.
make a shot.
Right.
yeah. So Rob actually got us the numbers. Higman was 66. Hageman,
Oh.
66.
To
Cheney
29?
29. Yeah.
Damn.
Kevin says, flush her out. Oh, my God.
She's been flushed.
Talk about the rat.
Oh, my God.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you like to have been a fly on that wall?
Where?
Cheney.
No, the fly on the wall that I wish I could have been was Hillary in the 2016 election.
Oh.
Because so many
Okay.
stories came out after that, since that was the, quote, shocker of all shockers. That would have been the fly that I would have wanted to be.
You think she was mad?
Hillary lost her mind. It took her a few years to get it. Yeah, absolutely. Because
I
if you think
love
you're
it.
going to win the presidency, and
Yeah.
then you lose to an arrogant, brash,
Yes.
You think
Hot
she got
talker.
her mind back?
Damn
You said it took
right.
a few years.
well, before she resurfaced, that's a good point as well.
She got her arse whooped.
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing, Andrew says her daddy standing next to her cracked me up. Here's the problem. In the state of Wyoming, I was doing some research on this because I do follow the national scale from politics. She was using Dick Cheney in her ads.
Yeah.
Why?
And I was like, does she not realize? Well, sometimes you don't realize what your own family is or how they could be a detriment to you.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is bad. It was like, oh my God, in this ad. Joe says, I have said this since January 6th, quote, that I will do whatever it takes to ensure Donald Trump is never again anywhere near the Oval Office, and I mean it.
I'm sorry. Who
That-
said that?
Liz Cheney.
Oh,
Quote,
boy.
I have said it since January 6th. that I will do whatever it takes to ensure Donald Trump is never again anywhere near the Oval Office, and I mean it.
Sounds like the people have made the decision to make sure she's never by the Oval Office.
And for the fact of the matter, for people who are just jumping into the show, yes, we did talk about her comparing herself to Abraham Lincoln, and that's what frustrated. It's like, give me a break. Give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a freaking break. That's not even cool. So anyway, politics are politics. Like who you want.
Right.
All opinions welcome here. We will figure all that stuff out. I mean, we're getting into it all this morning. There were interesting things that came about when it came to people who are getting out there and the quotes for Liz Cheney. And the reason it's a big situation is because now eight of the 10 politicians who voted to Trump, Republican politicians who voted to impeach Donald Trump at one point, are now gone. And two of the other two may not even advance either. And they advanced in primaries where they took the top two regardless of political affiliation.
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. You know what I also didn't think was good? Not only did she use Dick Cheney, but if you saw the ad, he looks like he just got back from a hunting trip.
Yeah, I know.
Why would you
Like
remind people
he looked like Elmer
about
Fudd.
him on a hunting trip?
Elmer Fudd.
Why are we reminding people of that?
Well, U.S. House Representative Lauren Boebert, who's made quite a name for herself, she tweeted, "Girl, bye."
Nice.
I loved that. Also, not that she's made a great name for herself, but Marjorie Taylor Greene, a clear message being sent about what the Republican Party needs to be. It's not anything like liar Liz Cheney, who is nothing like Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. Eric Johnson here. Good morning, Eric. Did you follow any of it?
I didn't, but I didn't do it on purpose because my prognostication has been so bad over time that I didn't want to be disappointed at 7:00 yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tulsi Gabbard.
I wanted to wake up like Christmas.
Democrat Tulsi Gabbard, she jumped in.
Is she a Democrat?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
She's waffling. She needs a party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's Jane Duker.
I'm telling you, when you said Marjorie Greene, I don't follow
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I don't follow the newbie Republicans, but the rhinos are going bye-bye too. So it's not just the blue dog Democrats that are going bye-bye. The rhino Republicans are going bye-bye. Rubio is even hurting in his state.
Is he really?
He's down by 4 points to the Democrat
Oh,
in
my God.
Florida.
You know what? The worst thing that happened to Rubio was Ron DeSantis because it stripped Rubio.
Just stole his sunshine.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Completely.
There's that song about Steal My Sunshine. No, because DeSantis came in and was that new blood Republican that said, don't tread on me.
Yeah.
And Rubio for years had been trying to toe the line. But remember when Rubio was considered a hardcore conservative?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, but yes, a good, so Rubio's generation was, I'm going to fight Obamacare. He comes in to the Senate. Those were the Marjorie Greenes.
Almost like Tea Party.
Yeah. Yes, exactly right. But those guys are now rhinos. You're starting to see the AOCs get a little bit of competition on the Republican side. The ones that will carry the ARs into Congress, the ones that look at Liz Cheney and say, you are a dead man walking. I'm telling you, you're starting to see the Republicans set up into a whole new thing. And the Murkowski thing is a little frustrating. I can't believe she got through. I really can't.
Oh, no.
She's the worst senator on the planet.
Well, she hasn't won yet, but she also had a longer history of established. And she isn't and didn't do as much as Cheney, though.
She did enough.
And
she's
Alaska,
like Mitt Romney.
And
she's
also,
like
Alaska has also been more. It's been more Democratic. There's a lot of Democrats in Alaska. If you look at the registered voters.
Yeah, but Alaska's
like
a don't tread on me kind of state. It is. And Murkowski always looks so confused. She definitely looks like she's there for her own opportunity. I wish she would go bye-bye. I wish Collins would go bye-bye. I wish Mitt Romney would go bye-bye and take Mitch McConnell with you because it's setting up that the new parties are starting to form. And it's these, I hate to say it, it's these millennial, unfearful Republicans that are starting to come in that are getting the microphone, and they are badass. There's something about them that's just like, come on, bring me your best. I'll take them on right now. Whereas the Rubios will not do it. The Cheneys will not do it. They're afraid of the far left. So I'm starting to see this trend happening. What was she, 2-1 that she got beat by last night? Was it 60?
It was worse.
It was
66% to 29.
That's unbelievable.
Well, but she made her bed. When she impeached Trump and quickly saw that the numbers were not against him, she jumped out.
Yeah.
And then she saw in her home state what was happening. She knew she was dead man walking.
Yeah.
Then she had an opportunity to go on the hearings, which have been unfortunate. I won't call them a witch hunt, but what I will call them is partisan, one-sided, and we knew that they weren't going to be legit when Nancy Pelosi refused to accept McCarthy's Republican choices, because then you had every single person who had something against Trump.
Yes.
And then you couldn't cross-examine in the hearings.
Yeah.
And then we knew they were one-sided.
Yeah.
And then nobody would hold you accountable for what you said. When she took that role, and then you've got John Wood, who was her lawyer for this. Yep. And he's trying to run for Senate in the state of Missouri. And I'm like, oh, my God, it's like Republicans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost feel bad. I mean,
we need
he's spending a ton of money in the state, or he isn't, but Danforth is spending a ton of money for him. And all his opponents have to do, if you're Bush Valentine or Schmidt, you go, this is the person who was helping Liz Cheney in the January 6th hearing, and it's over.
But then you have a deniability. You have culpability there. You have the ability to say, look, I'm a Republican. I'm helping a Republican. But really, they're a Democrat. We need a visual chart. Going forward, we can't do this anymore with just words. We need to put a visual chart on there. Who is with who? What the heck is going on? I mean, for God's sakes, for 50 years, the Democrats hated Dick Cheney like he was the devil. And now he's the father of the second coming of Christ.
What?
With Liz
Antichrist.
Cheney. Antichrist.
Is that what you meant?
Whatever. It's just stunning to me how the Democrats all of a sudden love the Bushes and the Cheneys and the Romneys it's just unbelievable.
Because of what Trump did and what Trump is. Trump divides and puts you onto teams.
Yes.
And you know where people stand for the big event.
I know where I stand.
Well, we know where you stand.
And it's all because of CERN, the Atom Collider.
The what?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't. You may have
it's
to
a portal
explain
is
that to
opening
me.
up. Watch out where that portal opens
When we
up.
come back,
They'll get you.
Eric's been busy studying portals.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have.
And hanging out with
TikTok.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Getting her laser ready.
Hey, it goes along with my bloodshot eyes and throwing up, so, you know.
Why do you got bloodshot eyes?
I don't. Just
Too
like
much
you haven't been
Budweiser.
looking
I
for
thought
Yeah,
something
she does.
smelled when I walked over
She
there.
does.
Oh, thanks.
Too much
guys.
Budweiser.
Oh, my God. Making it
See, that's
sound
why
like
it should've
Crystal's a
been
dirty
Busch
mess
Light,
over in the
Crystal.
corner.
Not Budweiser, Bush Light.
They offered me Bud Heavy or Bud Light. All right?
So you took the heavy.
So I took the red can.
Uh-huh. Like a Cessna.
All right, we gotta go,
Difference
Greg.
between a Cessna and a 747.
That's it. And the Cessna lost.
Sorry. Okay, we got to get to break. More this week. Come back. Promise. Oh, damn, we got to get to break. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Krista Cooper, Vic Faust of Fox 2. Share the show, and we'll be right back right after this.
This is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sound experiment. We're looking to find the perfect way to hear Reese's so you'll buy more of them. Here we go. Reese's. 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 Hey, get out of here, you little stinker.
Reese's.
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 Peanut Butter Cups. That breathy one sounded very creepy, am I right?
Things are a bit tight lately. That's why I love Kohl's. I went back to school shopping and got kids' clothes for under $6, sneakers for less than $20, and an extra 20% off already great deals, like 25% off backpacks. And get this, you can save more with a Kohl's card and earn Kohl's Cash. Talk about more style and more savings. Select styles, 20% off ends July 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or close account for details.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And Doug.
And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
From runny noses to running injuries to x-rays and labs, the BJC Medical Group Convenient Care in Wentzville is ready to help. Located at 1520 Wentzville Parkway, the Convenient Care is open throughout the day with BJC providers on hand to care for all patients 2 and older. With low co-pays and walk-ins welcome, it's your best medicine when you need it. To learn more about the BJC Medical Group Convenient Care in Wentzville, visit bjc.org/Wentzville.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FALL.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk Radio. You know what we do. If you don't, stick around. You'll certainly find out. Share the show. Facebook 100.7 The Viper. You can also jump in on our web stream, ViperRocks.com. If you just want to watch on YouTube, go there. We're on the Morning Edge as well. And hell, if you want to call and talk to Eric, give us a call. 636-695-2915. Crystal Cooper's here. She has a smirk on her face. I brought up Eric Johnson. Chris Knight, I'm Vic Faust. Happy Wednesday, August 17th, 8:35 is our time. Hey, coming up about 9 o'clock, 9:05, just confirmed it. Got a guest. This is Yachty's neighbor in Puerto Rico. I've talked about him on the show a little bit before, I think. My friend, attorney John Driscoll. He just secured a $300 million settlement against Iran for terrorist activities that have killed Americans overseas. I had no idea you could do this.
What?
$300 million for families of Americans who were killed in terrorist activities across seas in Iran and Iraq.
Wow.
And had no idea this even existed until about 3 years ago. It's been about a 3-year case. Yes, you can go and hold these countries accountable, and he'll explain where that money comes from. And he's just a St. Louis area guy, Metro East guy, that has now massively made an impact and been continuing to make impacts when it came to that industry and bringing some sort of financial relief to families who lost loved ones in the Middle East. You won't want to miss that interview. Very, very interesting at 9 o'clock. And if you're ever going into law and you're looking for something, that's what you call hunting the elephants.
Yeah.
$300 million settlement.
So how do they pay out?
That we'll ask them. Okay. Exactly. That's why I thought it was fascinating when I talked to him yesterday. Now, normally I get my updates from John. Hey, we're all looking for Yachty. Oh, yeah, I saw Yachty walking today. Logan Paul, the Paul brothers, live in his neighborhood, too, down in Puerto Rico.
Whoa.
He says he watches them train for fights that are coming up.
Yeah.
A lot of people move to Puerto Rico because of tax purposes.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's Puerto Rico.
Dorado is a beautiful place. I've never been there, but I plan on going sometime soon.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Okay. Robert Peterball brings up a great point, guys. 2 questions conservatives need to be asking. Why do the mail-in votes consistently go against America First candidates? Why do mail-in voters vote so differently than in-person voters? Very good question. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
And it's a mathematical impossibility for there to be this much variance between mail-in and in-person voters, especially in primaries. This is such a great point. This isn't just throwing something up against a wall to see if it sticks. This is true when you look at the numbers. He thinks the only explanation is fraud, and the vessel are mail-in votes. Thus, the need for a virus.
Exactly.
I don't even think that's a conspiracy theory. It's a question. Why do you have numbers that are changing so vastly from mail-in voters compared to voting in person?
I never understood, why is it a conspiracy when one side, you have a football game, Crystal Cooper. There's two teams on the field. There's one referee, one main referee. And he is in charge of looking down, like he's down the middle. He's in charge of getting every call right. He's in charge of making sure that the slow motion replay, he calls it right. Over the course of many games, this one referee goes and slaps the back of the home team quarterback. He goes and he said, hey, how's your mom? He never talks to the other team. He constantly gets calls kind of wrong. It sways the game maybe a few times, and all of a sudden, the teams don't look like they are balanced anymore as far as the rulings on the field. That's what the Republicans are going through right now. That's what Vic just asked. How our Peter, our the Facebook person just asked. What is it about the elections that looks like it's always leaning to the left? What is it about? Who are the people that want to put ballots in the middle of streets in downtown Philadelphia, St. Louis, wherever? Why can't the Republicans become as visceral as AOC and say, we demand, no, this is not debatable anymore. We demand that our elections are fair. No. Whatever you're about to say, AOC or Schumer, you are the other team. Nothing you say we can trust, okay? We need it to be completely above board, completely fair, and whatever it takes to get to that point. If Dominion is in it from this point on, Dominion's gone. Dominion is the deflated balls for the Democrats, period. We don't know if it made a difference, but I'll tell you what, it is a lot easier to throw an NFL football if it's a little deflated. Right. Tom Brady.
In cold weather.
So what we're seeing is the Republicans better turn in to some badasses. Mitt Romney, you better just Mitt Romney, just retire. You got a lot of money. Just go back to the Mormon church.
What does that mean, turn into badasses? Because sometimes
they don't stand up.
You can't control
No. It's like
what the state laws or rules are at the time, or national rules or laws
where
are
the
at the time.
hell did community ballot boxes come from?
Well, in some states, those
seriously.
will not be happening anymore.
Okay.
But not all states.
Where the hell did we even start talking about Dominion servers in where look, I work in IT. I understand, Crystal. I could get into your computer. You might not even know it, and I could change a few things if I wanted to. Right?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Chris get in on these computers from his home before.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I go to vote on one of these machines and it accidentally flips some votes from the Republican to the Democrat, and we find out about it and they go, "Oh, this was just a glitch. It didn't hurt anything." The results would have been exactly the same. Right, Vic?
Yes.
They would have been the same. Don't worry about don't believe your lying eyes. Don't worry about what's behind the curtain over there. Don't worry about the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
What we're talking about is right here and now. And Republicans like Mitt Romney and Rubio and all of these red state governors, Ducey, there's a reason that a percentage of the population who votes goes, wait a minute, hold on. I'm a little freaked out right now. If there's any freaking out of voters in this country, you should get rid of it immediately and figure out how to do it like they did in Iraq with the purple thumb. Get as close to the purple thumb as you can, Vic. That's my advice to you.
That would be great. We're not going to be there anytime soon.
Right.
It's unfortunate. Robert does say there is a tracking number on ballots in Michigan. Not sure what it's used for. And it's separated from the ballot before vote casting. My, oh, my. But the average, as I've said it before, the average American, we're lazy. And we just trust that everything is going to be fine.
Yes.
No matter if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, we're like, oh, no, things aren't going to be
And
bad.
they think you're stupid because they just put together a $750 billion bill that's called, look at this one. This one is infuriating to me. The Inflation Reduction Act. It adds to inflation. It almost certainly guarantees a recession of sorts coming up.
Republicans are saying this is only going to add to the recession because there's no other way. And if you look at national economists, look at what the analysts and the economists like Eric are saying. Look at what they're saying and doing.
Yeah.
And they're privately changing things around in their portfolios to go, oh, my God, we got to get out ahead of this because of what could happen now.
Well, that's a good point. Is who's going to get rich? It's going to be the inside trading going on in Congress. Who knows that it's the green energy companies that are going to be skyrocketing, and they know why they're going to be skyrocketing. But it's like us buying a weight loss pill that says lose 50 pounds in 7 days, guaranteed. And you go and you look at the ingredients, and it's sugar, it's carbohydrates, and it's nothing that makes you lose weight.
This is too good to be true.
Yeah, it's nothing that makes you lose weight. And you didn't read the fine print that says our guarantee is based on bull garbage. But you buy it anyway.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you start gaining weight. And you're like, hey, wait a minute, what happened here? You just called this the greatest weight loss supplement ever. That's what the Inflation Reduction Act is.
We do appreciate people who jump into the show and help educate others and bring other information into plain sight. Ben for the win. Oh, by the way, maybe, Ben, we need to give you tickets. We got tickets to give away. We told people to check in today. We got to get tickets. Where are the tickets? Are they sitting over there, Crystal?
Yeah, they're right next to me. We got to figure out what we need to give them away.
Listen, in hour number 2, we got packs of tickets to, what's the place in Springfield, Illinois?
Springfield, like Holiday World? No.
Let's see. We have Knights Action Park.
That Knights Action Park in Springfield. Then we've got
and
Holiday World
World
tickets.
Surf and Safari Family 4-pack.
And we have passes to Friday night's poll for the Indy race, the Bommarito 500, and also a 4-pack family pack for Sunday's race.
That's the
to the
one.
Bommarito race as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Worldwide Technology Raceway, IndyCar Pool Night, Friday, 8/19.
Nice.
So stay with us for that. We'll get into all that during the 9 o'clock hour. Another, what Eric was talking about, when you look at what people, Ben says, hey, in Mexico, you can't drink on voting day. Maybe that'll change it in the United States. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, I don't know.
You know when we hear the word voting, what's the next word you hear after that usually? It's your duty.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's your duty to vote. I agree with that. When you have a duty, it usually involves a lot more than just laying in your bed and mailing in your ballot via your computer. No, you get your ass up. You get your family together. You talk about who you're voting for. You get people really aware of the situation of what you're going to vote for. And then you go down to the polling station and you vote. That's your duty. It's no different than if you're out of bread and going to Walmart and getting some bread.
Frank says putting paper over the windows in polling places should tell you everything you need to know.
Yes. It should be in a fishbowl. You should vote in a fishbowl.
Glenn says France has all hand-counted paper ballots with same-day results. Did not know that. If that was
when
the
did that
case.
happen?
That
When
is
did it happen in
fascinating.
the United States that we couldn't find out who won the races before 11 o'clock every night? When did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jay also brings this
Seriously.
up. There have been, going into elections, and this blows my mind, you have to ask why the left won't change certain policies knowing they are so unpopular and they're polling low. If they control the ballots, then they don't have to change the policy.
Yeah.
But there is one policy that is favored. It's not all the time, Jay. Democrats have some more popular policies than Republicans, at least nationwide as well.
Yeah.
They do. I'm just trying to be fair.
Do you know what I get frustrated about? I was just sitting here thinking about it. As somebody who's gone to Disney World before, if you've ever gone, you have to go through a lot to try to get into the park. If you really think about it, you got to purchase your ticket, you got to get the bus and all that. But when you actually are standing there, do you know they make you put your finger, like you have to use your thumbprint to be able to enter the park? I haven't heard anybody complain about that.
Where is that at?
Disney World.
All right.
You have to put your card down that says that you have a ticket, and then you have to put a certain, and it has to be a particular finger every time, the same finger. So no one complains about doing that to get in for entertainment. So I don't understand why we're all complaining about, we're not asking for your thumbprint. We're asking for an ID that shows that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this all? But you'll go to Disney World,
It's
right?
also in a world in which the largest United States city is bouncing back and forth, and it might be already true, having illegal aliens be able to vote in local elections. So that's happening. Those discussions are already happening. What if illegal aliens could push a national election over the point?
Yeah.
What about that?
One way or the other.
It's unconstitutional for a person that's not a United States citizen to vote in a national
But
election.
it's going to happen if it hasn't happened
Exactly.
already, because as
Exactly.
we said the story, it was a week and a half ago, Los Angeles is now, you can be employed by city government offices even if you're a Mexican national.
Okay.
You don't have to be a United States citizen to work in Los Angeles
Yeah.
now.
I used
they
to-
will
yeah.
hire you legally. And I've talked about it so many times. It's the slippery slope.
Well, so I used to be a traffic reporter out in LA, and we would quarterly have lunches with the CHP, so California Highway Patrol, and we would try to see how we could work together to make the process of delivering the news and traffic and all that better. I had a side conversation with a CHP officer once that said that he was getting frustrated because there was an accident that involved an illegal. He was not allowed to detain them. So he, even if they didn't have proof of being here or anything like that, he could only write them up for, not having a license or the actual accident or something. He was not allowed to call ICE. He wasn't allowed to tell anybody that they were illegal and out and about and doing things. And so that was back in 2005, 2006. So it started back then, and they were not. That was not something they were excited about.
No.
Not at all.
I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen ICE facilities with my own eyes. And I also had a discussion last night with someone who just came back from the Philippines. Went out to see his girlfriend in the Philippines. And I go, well, did you bring her back? He goes, no, it's too complicated with the visas. I go, what does that mean? He goes, yeah, she can't come back over here because of all the bureaucracy. And I said, well, man, why don't you just fly her into Tijuana and walk her right over the border, and then she'll be here forever. And if she gets caught, she'll get a little piece of paper that says appear in court in 4 years.
It's a very interesting point.
And I
especially with
think
what's
they
happening.
even thought about it because you can get to Tijuana and just right across the border.
Right. Well, I went to Mexico in the beginning of May, and the guy who worked the bar outside by the beach was awesome. And we were talking to him, and we asked if he had ever been to the United States. And he said that for 3 years in a row now, he has applied for a visa to come for vacation, and he has been denied.
Denied.
He can't even come. He's like, I would
Yeah.
love to go and see the Rocky Mountains. I would
Yeah.
love to see the Grand
You just have
Canyon.
to do
He
things
wants to
the
do
illegal
that
way.
stuff.
One of the most-
and he can't get here legally, and he would love to come.
One of the most fascinating parts of the history of this country is Ellis Island, right? You get on a boat from Europe or from wherever you're coming from, and you stop in Ellis Island. They fingerprint you. They have you sign the book. You can then go back and document where your relatives came through. They're right. The country's a melting pot, but they did it legally. We knew what was coming in. They were invited to the club. They went through the process of the 5 years. They took the test. They became a citizen.
Yeah, like
Not
this
in
guy
it- right.
would willingly come here and work and be.
Well, you took us down the road here, Eric, of illegals getting a chance to vote and how that may change things. Who knows?
All I'm saying about the voting thing is I don't know what happened in 2000 in the last election. I don't know. But that's the worst part of it.
Yeah, voting stopped for the first time in the
Yes.
history of our country.
What happened at 2 a.m?
And then
Yeah.
restarted the next morning, and hundreds of thousands of votes were
Yeah.
put in, and they all went for one candidate.
Yeah.
That's not a conspiracy theory. That's a fact.
And
it
if
happened in
it's
two
above
different states.
If it's above board, fantastic. But guess what? I'm going to wager a guess. And I don't know, maybe Drew Collins, since he's so fantastic about prognosticating, and he is good. He's beat me on every single thing I've ever bet against him. But
what?
Yes, he has. I would say this.
He just lost with
Well,
you.
he lost one. But I would say this. In my opinion, maybe up to 40 million United States citizens are questioning the last election because they know enough to question it. And they're not saying it's a hoax, and they're not saying this, but they're going, man, I would love to know more about Dominion. Man, I would love to know more about these trash bags that they found. Man, I would really like to know more about some of these conspiracy theories. Man, I would really like to have a vote where I felt comfortable that my vote was 1 for 1.
Well, the problem that we have, until you have to prove who you are in this country to vote, as Crystal was talking about, you're going to have issues. When you have to show a thumbprint to get into Disney, when you have to be, and I said this last year during election time, my 8th grade son at the time had to have a personal ID to play Little League football.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The sports teams now have to have personal IDs to prove who they are at something as minute as Little League football.
Yeah.
It's happening with some baseball, with some softball leagues. But you don't have to prove who you are to vote.
You got to give a damn.
I would love somebody to say why. Why would you need
it's ridiculous
to prove who you are?
It's racist, Vic, because people.
There's a lot of things around with Vic.
There's
two of which are not good.
I'm not going to even go there. There's a lot of people that have been told that are downtrodden citizens. You don't need you don't need this.
Well, it's called racist. You're trying to make things difficult to vote. That's the Democratic side against Republicans.
I'm offended. If that was directed at me, if I was the one that they were talking about, if it was my demographic group that said, these people are too stupid and too lazy to get out of bed to go get an ID. It's free, but they're too lazy. So if you have a voting system where these over 50-year-old white guys have to actually get out of bed to go get an ID, it's racist.
If you
I would be offended so hardcore.
If you control the media, you control the messages.
I
have
know.
said that from day one. I've been in this business for almost 25 years. If you control the media, you control the messaging, and that's more than half the battle.
Jay beat me to it. I was going to bring this up. We just got fishing licenses.
Yep.
I mean, I had to show my ID to get that. So
I mean, we should have
You
a
have to
show.
get an ID to get a fishing license.
We should have a full. Listen to this. This would show the stupidity of this. We should do a full show on everything that you have to have an ID for.
Yeah.
A full show. Airplane tickets, getting on an airplane, alcohol, getting into a nightclub. I mean, we could go on.
Opening a bank account.
Yes. Opening a bank account. Voting. No.
Just come into the country. Do whatever you want.
Well,
it's
just crazy.
We got to take a quick break. We had to move attorney John Driscoll. He got a very important call. He'll talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk to him tomorrow. Try maybe about 9 o'clock again about the $300 million settlement that he got for American families who lost loved ones to terrorism in the Middle East in a landmark case. We always try to be ahead of the curve on the show. That will be another example. But we do have to take another quick break. Plenty of topics to get into as well. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, I'm Vic Faust. You want to?
Yeah, just real
Before
quick.
we go?
I mean, I'm a little young, but I guess I never actually purchased the Blockbuster movies myself before it went out. You had to have an ID for that.
Of course you did.
You
I'm
did?
trying to remember.
Here's your ID. Here's the so they can follow you and get their movie back.
No way.
What do you think? You just walk in and get a Blockbuster video? Gotta bring it back.
If I paid for it, yeah.
That's hey guys on Facebook. Everything you need an ID for, put it on here.
Yeah, but that's when we actually used money and coins and
Right.
I don't know what to tell you. The system just
If I
works.
bought it with my debit card and I didn't return it, you could still just ding my debit card. I don't need an ID for that.
That's what
Redbox does.
Tell her how it was back in the old days. Vic.
everything was awesome in the 80s. There was nothing wrong in the 80s.
Nothing.
Do you know I watched
That's
this
what I was
movie
supposed to
for
say,
the
right,
first
Eric?
time the
Go,
other day?
that was better than what I thought you were going to say.
I was just a kid at the time. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, you gave him your...
You were a grown adult with a beard.
Yes. Here's my ID. Here's my
You gotta get some
$7.60. Sign here. Remember on the bottom of the paper?
Chris wasn't even born yet. We got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Share the show. Come back. Hour number 2. Crystal's got your birthdays, and I got your headlines. It is The Edge.
The other shows because we're a lot smarter.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
This year, Progress West Hospital celebrates 15 years of caring. A member of BJC Healthcare, Progress West Hospital has had the privilege of serving the St. Charles County community since 2007, proudly delivering more than 9,800 babies, treating more than 330,000 emergency patients, and performing more than 36,000 surgeries. Thank you for entrusting Progress West Hospital, your best medicine close to home, for 15 years. To learn more about Progress West Hospital, visit progresswest.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
You know what a booster shot can be like? Charging a cell phone. Just like a cell phone charger helps restore your battery, a booster is given after a primary series vaccination to enhance or restore protection against COVID-19, which wanes over time. Boosters are recommended for people 5 years and older. Schedule a booster appointment as soon as eligible. You can even make the appointment on your phone, as long as it's charged. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Now another hour of the Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles and KYRO AM and FM Troy.
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The Midwest premier craft show is coming. A St. Charles tradition. The Festival of the Little Hills. August 19th through the 21st in St. Charles, all along Main Street and in Frontier Park, with more than 300 arts and crafts vendors, amazing eats, entertainment, Lewis and Clark Keelboat, and a children's area. There's live music on the main stage with Queens Boulevard, Trixie Delight, Platinum Rock Legends, and much more, with free shuttles from 4 locations to the festival ground. Visit festivalofthelittleHills.com for maps, vendors, and entertainment schedules. That's festivalofthelittleHills.com.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
You want to scare the shit out of people and get paid for it? St. Louis's most notorious haunted house is now hiring.
Do you believe in the boogeyman?
Apply online at panicfest.com.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. Good-looking Wednesday. Some early morning clouds giving way to partly to mostly sunny skies. Nice day. 70s to near 80 degrees. Tonight, clear and nice. 70s for evening plans. 62 for the overnight low. Thursday, sunny and pleasant. 82 Friday. Partly sunny, 85 degrees. A peek into the weekend. Partly sunny skies, but there will be some scattered showers and thunder showers around. No all-day rain each day over the weekend, about 85 degrees. Certainly can't complain about these temperatures. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipple River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. 9:03 is our time. Wednesday, August 17th. Some of your headlines today. Downtown St. Louis is hosting their annual Shrine Parade. What a beautiful day when it comes to the weather, as you just heard Dave talking about. That's going to be a good day. Also, St. Louis NAACP continuing to discussing reform of pursuit when it comes to police. Apparently, the whole goal is to change if you even enter into a pursuit at all in St. Louis City. There are some rules and laws where you can't go into a chase. Now they're trying to make it where it's a uniform situation where everybody jumps involved. Story we did on Fox 2 last night. The FBI rescued over 80 children from sex traffickers in the state of Missouri, and that's just a minute issue. It's a subject that does not get enough talked about, not only on a state level, but on a national level as well. Metro Transit got more federal funding for some electric buses. So, no taxpayer money, but electric buses.
Well, electric trash trucks.
Yeah, exactly. They'll die on your street with trash. Could you imagine? Flood Recovery Center is opening at Rankin Technical College today. Believe it or not, people still dealing with the after effects of historic flooding 3 weeks ago. Just look at University City. Go to fox2now.com. Trash is still lined up from all of the flooding from the houses that were condemned on the street. The city can't get to it all. It's too much. $10,000 reward offered in a missing woman's case from Belleville. She'd been missing for some time now. You also had a South Grand shooting overnight into the morning that left 3 men injured. Unfortunately, more shootings. I know. Continues to go there. Also, Cardinals got the big win last night. Thankfully, they won in the bottom of the ninth. Walk-off win. Tyler O'Neill gets hit for the second time. Crystal was there. Forced in the game-winning run. But the Brewers also had a extra inning win last night against the Dodgers. They're 2 games behind St. Louis. And the PGA coming to Belle Reve in 2026. Yeah, got another golf tournament here. That's cool. And we're still waiting to hear what the team formerly known as the Battlehawks' real name is going to be for the XFL. Stay tuned.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's the birthday. That's
right, I serve you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
August 17th birthdays. People born on this day are highly focused and always follow their own paths. They are seldom influenced by trends, yet they may secretly ally themselves with the comfort of the status quo. Robert De Niro has his 79th birthday today. He has 2 Academy Awards, a Golden Globe, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and a Screen Actor Guild Life Achievement Award. Right? I would have to say I'm like of his recent movies, so Meet the Fockers. You guys probably are more Godfather, Goodfellas. But if you haven't seen Analyze This or Analyze That, those are some pretty good movies.
He likes
too.
De Niro a lot. He likes those Godfather type characters.
Yeah.
De Niro lost me when he went political.
Right. But
like many other people.
still those movies are those are some good movies.
He's a bad human for doing what he's been doing. But yes, super actor.
Yeah. Moving on, Donnie Wahlberg. He is 53 today, founding member of New Kids on the Block.
Now we're talking my speed.
Right?
Give me my Zima.
Did you know this? So he's married to Jenny McCarthy, right? They've been married since 2014, and she has been on The Masked Singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in 2021, he worked on season 5 as the rooster Cloodle-Doo, right?
remember
And
that.
he gave exclusive clues to the people that were watching. So yeah, it was kind of fun.
Okay.
Sean Penn is 62 today. Also directed The Wild and The Crossing Guard. Everyone thinks of him as just an actor, but Fast Times at Ridgemont High, right? And then he actually played Terrence in the Angry Bird movies, which I thought was kind of cool. And I'm going to go back and listen to it now.
Okay.
Just like I just saw the Super Pets movie and Keanu Reeves is in it. I need to go back and listen because
Super Pets
movie. It was
I am
funny.
an FBI agent.
Okay, so Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle, is 78 today, right?
He's kind of rich.
Forbes has
Big
him
money.
ranked as the 8th wealthiest person in the world,
You think?
roughly $106 billion.
That's almost as much as Chris has.
Right? So close. Rudy Gay, he's an NBA power forward, 36 today, drafted from UConn, 8th overall in 06 to the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
Plays for the Utah Jazz right now, previously with the Spurs. And then Belinda Carlisle, she is 64 today. Who did she sing with?
The We Got the Beat.
Yep, the Go-Go's.
Go-Go's.
Yep.
I
Most
like her.
successful all-female rock band of all time. She also went solo. You might have heard Heaven is a Place on Earth, right?
Yeah.
Other
That's
hits
sad.
are
I get weak.
Sad.
Our
That's
Lips Are
so
Sealed,
sad.
We Got the Beat, Head Over Heels. She has a Hollywood Walk of Fame
When
star
I
too,
look at
2011. And then Helen McCrory, she played Narcissia Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies, as well as Polly Gray in Peaky Blinders. She would have been 54 today.
There you go.
Peaky
So happy
Blinders.
birthday to everybody out there from your Edge family.
Today is a very special day.
Why is today a special day?
Today is special because it is National Black Cat Appreciation Day.
Aren't they bad luck? Right?
No, they aren't bad.
Your black cat is crossing my path.
People do have superstitions about black cats.
Today is National Black Cat Appreciation Day.
A cat. He is one hep black cat.
Cat chat.
Showtime.
That's
Oh,
true.
name that band.
For what?
Who did Black Cat? No,
Black Cat.
Let's see if Vic knows.
I don't
this.
know.
This is your air, dog. Come
I
on.
don't know Black Cat.
Janet Jackson.
Oh, I thought you were going back to the 70s. Never mind.
Well, it's not a 70s song. It's a 90s song.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite songs to play. It's literally.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Oh, I could see it. You're just rocking.
Yes.
Is that when you flip the wig up and down?
Well, this is pre-wig. This is back when I used to play with Trixie Delight singer Kelly, way back in the day.
Yeah.
I've seen her.
Yeah. That's actually when I found out she was a great singer. When she did this song, I was like, damn, this girl can sing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Eric Johnson. Chris Knight's here. Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Appreciate you jumping in. If you want to give us a call, you can. 636-695-2915. You can jump in on Facebook as always. 100.7 The Viper. We love when you share the show. And we love when you bring it to the Facebook line. A lot of information out there. You can also jump in and use the web streaming, viperrocks.com. Once again, viperrocks.com. There's so many topics we talk about during breaks that we go to in and out and all about. We've been talking about the whole voting situation, what's been going on, what's happening, what's going on around the country, what people care about, what they don't care about. You also have what kind of IDs you need. to go vote. All of this kind of transpired from voting because Liz Cheney got destroyed yesterday in Wyoming. Trump-backed candidate destroyed her. Then you had 8 of the 10 Republicans who voted to impeach Donald Trump are now out. 8 of the 10, and the other 2 advanced in states where they have primaries where they take the top 2 regardless of your political affiliation. So one of those 2 may not make it as well. And you could be talking about 9 of the 10 who voted to impeach Trump gone because, like it or not, Donald Trump owns the Republican Party.
He does.
Whether you like it or not. And as long as there's not some, and this is what makes me go, oh, God, we have not heard the last of charges or anything else.
Oh, no.
He will be running for president.
I love when you said that he will be running, but yet at the same time, you could literally, out the other side of your mouth could be, he will be indicted. It's a crazy
can
paradox.
Indict. Yeah, you can indict.
Yeah, but once the indictment comes, I guess you have to go through the whole rigmarole and then be convicted. Yeah. I guess that's right. But the conversation we have off the air on that last segment was the conversation to me. Because
which one? I've already forgot.
When Chris, you wanted to bring it up again. You live in a affluent St. Louis County.
Yeah. Well, you guys were wondering why Sam Page got reelected, and I said that I think it has to do a lot with I don't think a lot of people knew they could pull a Democratic ticket and not knock him out, right? I think that they thought that their chance to do that would be at a different point, right?
Yes.
And 2, I think it's underestimated just how busy us moms are now.
Yes.
Because I mean, if you're not taking your kid to sporting events and they don't have stuff to do after school, or you're not helping them with their homework, or doing some kind of art project, or hanging out outside with them, or taking them to the park, it's like there's just so much to do every day.
Yes.
For young moms.
Yes.
That I feel like sometimes that falls through the cracks. They come home and they don't want to get riled back up with drama because they dealt with drama all day with the kids and different things. They want to sit down and watch Real Housewives because they want to see that somebody else has a life that, is a little messed up too.
Yeah. So the demographic, that's what we were talking about, is how can you vote for a Sam Page after how he destroyed St. Louis County? And he did. Come on, Vic.
And
he did. And he's not doing a very good
my answer.
Okay, I know. I'm not going against you anymore. No. I'm not going to do it. It ain't going to happen. I totally trust everything you say from this point forward. But how can the soccer moms who want to just wind down, go to their backyard, drink a couple glasses of wine with their friends, how do they not go, crime is on the rise. Taxes are going to kill us. Inflation is just unbelievable. Who's responsible
for this? You just said
this?
it, Eric. You just got the answer. Until the little comfortable life and the little bubble life is taken away, nobody's going to do anything or say anything, because what Crystal describes that she goes through and her friends and people in her community is the same thing that's been going on for 15 years.
Yeah.
When my daughter, who's now 19, was 3, we were racing around to 20 different events, homework, everything else. Life is too busy because this wonderful American life that we've all experienced is one of those things where you take for granted. And it's not our fault, and it's not individuals' fault, because it's so good. But if you look at every superpower from the beginning of the time, you just get comfortable. And then you're like, oh, well, we can do this now, and we can do that. And we're going to do this and that. And then before you know it, you take it for granted. Oh, wait a second. At one point in time, people threatened our freedom, the ability to go out and do all of this stuff. But things have been so good since World War II, we haven't had to worry about it.
Going way back.
Well, that's when the last time we really had to worry about threats on this country.
Well, I was wondering yesterday, the soccer moms, because that's who I think is really in control of the country.
And in St. Louis County, most of the soccer moms who vote, if they are voting at all.
See, that might be the problem.
Good point.
Exactly.
So
are voting, since you brought up Sam Page, we're voting for Sam Page. But remember, there was still only about 30% that came out to show up for that primary. And those were Democrats. Democrats voting for their Democratic choice, not everybody showing up to vote for that.
And one thing we have to put into perspective also, this show, The Edge, every morning from 8 to 10, this is a master class in what is happening around the country. This is I have tried to have these conversations with my liberal friends and they don't even know the topics I'm bringing up. They're like,
Correct.
"What are you talking about?"
Because you don't see
I'm
it on
just a
national
liberal.
You don't see it on national media.
Yeah. I'm just a liberal. I listen I don't. What do you talk? What is this thing about white teachers being fired for black teachers in the school district up in wherever Michigan or wherever it is?
Well, in Minnesota,
Yeah.
they're going to. The state is now going to if layoffs happen. White teachers are going to be laid off first.
Yeah, that's racist.
That is a legitimate story that Eric just brought up.
So when we're talking about voting, and you were saying earlier, to require an ID is racist or is not nice, right? Well, I mean, you don't
People
hear,
on the show have told us that.
right? But you don't hear all of us moms who have kids that we can't drag to the voting booth with us to stand in line for an hour. You don't hear us saying, "Where's our daycare?" So we can go vote. That's not fair.
Yeah.
A man can go whenever, or you know what I'm saying? Like people can go down that hole. I'm not saying that that's where I'm coming from. I'm just saying, let's bring it all up. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't hear us complaining, but that might be why it was only 30%, Vic, is because it was summer. They all had their kids at home.
Right.
I mean, it might have been difficult for them to get up
Tough.
to the voting booth.
Remember, voting is a duty. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I would say this. Back 2 years ago when our friend Drew Collins chimed in and he started saying stupid stuff like his friend, what was his name? John Parker. And they would say the dumbest stuff. I was like, my God, what planet do these guys live on?
Yeah, but that's
now
dumb
I'm looking
to you.
at,
Yeah, dumb to you. But
well, okay,
not,
well, let me go through the litany. You can't get your trash picked up. You still vote for the Democrat. You can't get crime to come down. You still vote for the Democrat.
Anything but Trump
right.
is what they said. Yes, I remember.
You still your prices are soaring, yet you still vote for the Democrat. You don't understand that these career politicians are using your demographic as pure numbers. You don't see the wave of people coming over the border to take your jobs in your communities, yet you still vote for Democrat. It is literally overwhelmingly stupid to be a Drew Collins and to defend these things. But you know what? I'm giving up. I give up. As of today, I give up. I'm not going to prognosticate anymore. I would have thought that Gascon out of Los Angeles, they would have taken him out in handcuffs and thrown him in the middle of the Mojave Desert. But apparently, Los Angeles is cool with this catch and release of complete murderers. If it's second-degree murder, there's a chance you're going to be out in 2 hours.
Eric, it's only because.
So we live in the age of CERN.
It's 2.5 to 1 registered Democrats to Republicans. And in this, no matter how bad something is, you still don't go against the party in California.
That's a
and we're
complete
starting
union thing.
and we're starting to see it in other places. Anything but Trump. Anything but Trump.
I would love for Drew Collins to chime in and go, Eric, you're right. The crime is out of hand. The inflation in North County is out of hand. We can't afford bread. Yeah, you're right.
He just thinks we're making excuses.
Well, no. And then I would love him to say, you know what? You're right. Our communities are accepting a lot more Afghanistan people, a lot more Mexicans. They are taking resources from them in North County because that's where he's from. He always likes to bring up North County.
Right.
And he will. I would love for him to comment on the masking mandates from Sam Page that turned out to be ridiculous, and locking our kids down in North County that was ridiculous.
Well, and when you
I would
say
love for
that,
Drew to say,
just
you know
to
what,
add-
Eric, you're right about all that stuff, but no one but everybody but Trump.
Well, what you're saying was proven to be true. It's not
I know.
just flying off the handle. All the research that came back showed St. Charles County did it 10 times better than St. Louis County.
You think?
St. Louis County ended up being one of the worst counties in America when it came to the restrictions that were put in place compared to the results that were received afterward. So there is, once again, factual evidence that backs that.
Yeah.
Now others will say, well, that's because, North County, and because North County didn't have health systems that helped them.
Every day I saw mobile units going to North County to help North County on your news station every day.
But a lot of
Every day.
times people don't want to say what needs to be said because they're worried about saying something that may be, quote, hurtful or taken the wrong way in media. That's why media lost a lot, because you always have to be worried about this or worried about that instead of reporting the facts all the time. You have to report the facts.
Yes.
Whether Republicans like it, Democrats like it, and that's all we do. We report facts.
Yeah.
That's why I got into the business. That's why I love being a journalist. I love telling stories. I get frustrated when we don't tell the full stories of everybody.
Yeah.
And that leads us back to what you were talking about when it comes to wondering why certain things happen and certain things don't.
You know what's funny is I just have to say this. So Aaron brought up on the Facebook line that he has to agree with Drew. Make time to pay attention, get involved, especially if you're a parent. Okay, so what do you say to all those people in North County who aren't parents and just don't have jobs and just hang out all day and they still didn't go vote? What do you have to say about those people? Because I'm actually busy raising children that are going to be like the next generation of hopefully great human beings. And I don't understand how you can equate that to people who literally sit on their butts or walk around the streets with guns and don't actually participate to society. And if anything, just bleed our government of the money that I spend my taxes on.
Correct.
Well, I understand your point too. Most of the people that we have seen, quote, on videos or heard about that are walking around the streets or guns were younger people. And we don't necessarily.
No, because
That's even worse.
And do you want to know why? Because that was
have
actually downtown where it was safe to actually film them. Nobody's going to North County. And nobody's showing how much is bad up there and what's going on and everything like that. Because if they did, I think people would be sick to their stomachs.
Yeah. Well, we are sick
is-
to ourselves. We see it every night on his station.
Well, bottom
As a
line
matter
is
of fact-
parents do need to take time. I'm just telling parents need to, and care about what's happening, because if you don't, like we've talked about, the frog in the hot water. Yeah, it feels fine. It's getting a little,
the bubbles are popping
It's
around
getting a
us.
little warm here, but you know what? I got too much to do.
Yeah. I always look at the leadership in
You've
St.
got
Louis
to
like
take
this.
time. People do. We all have to take time.
Imagine this.
To care.
You're voting for an exterminator for your house. Okay. Right? Your house has been overridden by murder hornets. You need an exterminator. Oh, you can't live in the building. You found 14 murder hornets right now on your deck. And you have to go vote for exterminators. One exterminator says, "You know what? This is nature. It's inhumane to kill a murder hornet." The other guy's like, "I'm going to come in there and make sure that you can live in your house. I'm taking care of the murder hornets. We're not moving them. We're killing them. And then when we kill them, we're going to expand the perimeter." North St. Louis votes for the guy that says it's inhumane to kill the murder hornets. Yet you wonder why you can't live in your house. It's exactly a dead-on argument. Dead on.
Not all the time. What we have seen, you have a problem with Cori Bush being elected.
I don't even think about Cori Bush anymore. She is on the national stage. She's not helping St. Louis at all.
I
It's
agree
not
with
helping
Jason
at all.
Moore. Not all of North County is bad. And
Yeah,
we've talked.
I'm not talking about.
And that's what I was trying to stick up for. To Florissant is one of the most heavily policed, and we've talked about
Oh,
it
I know.
here,
That is a
where
great point.
They vote and put
It's an oasis.
A third of their budget goes into policing.
Well, let's
to
talk
keep
about
people
North
safe.
St. Louis. I know, Drew,
And
you can't
North
talk
St.
about North
Louis,
St.
which
Louis.
I brought up. The people who voted for Cori Bush, the people who voted for Tashard Jones, the people who voted for Kim Gardner are voting for people that they feel represent them, look like them, have had similar
And
experience.
these are the same people that are on your station
and
every
have
night
similar
with these
experiences to
horrific
them.
looks.
So that's why, if you're wondering why people vote.
Again, I brought up the murder hornet analogy. I can see how it would be inhumane. You're killing nature, that you shouldn't kill murder hornets. What's wrong with you? All of a sudden, you just got stung and injured by a murder hornet. And then you ask, why did I just get stung and injured by a murder hornet? You see the dichotomy that's in there, the problem?
Yeah.
Kill the murder hornets and get them away from your property.
Right.
That's it.
I also find it funny that Drew's spoken about like IDs being racist, but he's trying to tell me that I have no excuse to go vote. That's no excuse to not go vote. Well, neither is not having an ID.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot easier to go get an ID than to drag 5 kids around and try to fit it into my daily. Like, let's be completely honest, because you need your ID for a lot of things. So that's an absolutely
Is it
dumb
racist?
reason.
Is it racist to send your 14-year-old kid to the liquor store and you can't sell them a bottle of wine because they're 14 years old? No, it's not. It's a system that we set up that if you're not
I was
21,
trying to follow. Now I do. I
it's
was
a
like-
system that we set up that keeps society nice and clean. And if you're 14 years old, you're not buying the wine, even if it is for your dad.
Chris sends Caitlin in, and she gets bottles of wine for
Well,
him. and-
she's
and
got
she's sick.
she's got
sick.
she's got a glow to her. It's a glow.
It's her welcoming smile. It wins people over. There hasn't been one, at least I've seen, and I'm looking at this through the eyes of a journalist, one argument that I have seen made showing that an ID to vote is racist. I would love to see one that has been made to show how it's racist, especially considering all the other examples that we've talked about. I would love it. Once again, it's about information. Sometimes people don't like things that they don't understand, or the pride factor can get into it. Let's just learn. Let's learn. Let's talk. Public forums, talk.
Yes. But that's up to you. You are the public forum, Vic.
Why would a ID be racist, or why
Exactly.
not?
I always love this. This is the test if your community's safe or not, Crystal Cooper. You can either, A, be infected with monkeypox and coronavirus and maybe get over it, number one, or two, send your mom into North St. Louis for 2 hours and let her just roam around. And then you go pick her up and bring her home. Which one would you rather do?
What?
Damn.
There's your choices.
You know, my kids always do this, and I don't ever want to pick either option.
You can either get coronavirus, and you'll probably be okay.
It's like truth or dare.
Yeah.
Or I can drop you off in North St. Louis, right over there on Minnesota, or wherever it is, and then we'll come pick you up, your mom up in 2 hours.
That's just not a realistic thing, Eric. I mean, it's
I didn't
just
say
not.
anything was realistic. I'm not going to infect somebody with coronavirus.
Eric, when I'm doing stories,
it's an
I
exercise.
drive through North St. Louis.
It's a mental exercise. I'm talking about at 11 o'clock to 2 in the morning.
Okay, I was going to say, I've never had an
11
issue
o'clock to
in
2 in the
North
morning.
St. Louis doing stories or driving around in an unmarked
How about
car.
this? We'll even make it easier. You can. She has to go wander around Washington Avenue on a Saturday night after 1 in the morning.
Yeah, but Eric.
It's a great exercise.
No, it's not.
And you'll be safe.
It's fun, Vic. Just have fun times with your brain. Just have fun times with your mind.
I
and
do.
think about
I do need
weird
to.
things.
You're right. I do need to
Come
stimulate
on,
my
man.
brain. You are right.
Coronavirus for yourself, or send your mom down to Washington Avenue for 2 hours.
Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, Vic Faust at Fox 2, 927 is our time. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back. We still got more Edge. I mean, who doesn't want to be a part of this show this morning? If there's something we've missed that's going on, let us know. We'll jump into it. We're doing our best. We're rocking and rolling. Fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio. Back right after this. It's 928.
Wake up. The Edge Morning Show.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel we'll be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
All right, where are we going for breakfast?
I kind of want a breakfast quesadilla.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing quesadillas for breakfast these days.
Well, Taco Bell is.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, they have this Bell breakfast box now that comes with this breakfast quesadilla that's super cheesy and a hash brown.
Okay, I wish I knew about this earlier.
And it has Cinnabon Delights and a coffee in it.
Why did I not know about this earlier?
Try the new $5 Bell breakfast box, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations during breakfast hours only, 7 to 11 a.m. for a limited time. Contact local store for prices and participation when fair. Tax extra. Drinks exclude freezes.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
Here's a message for Quiver River Electric members. Vote now in your annual Board of Directors election through August 22nd. Members may vote online, by paper ballot, or at the annual meeting on August 25th. If you vote, you're automatically entered into a drawing for free electricity prizes. Learn more about the voting process, the bylaw proposition on the ballot, and board candidates at quiver.com.
Jay's RV in Warrenton does factory and extended warranty repairs on all models and is the only mobile RV repair company in the area. Now is the time to get your RV checked out at Jay's RV in Warrenton for service or bodywork on any brand. Jay's RV will get you ready for a problem-free season. Sales and service the way it should be. Jay's RV. Online at jaysrvrepair.com. That's jaysrvrepair.com.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works overtime with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget is available as a concentrate or extreme reach hose end. Purchase Wet and Forget in-store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We appreciate you joining us here for The Edge. Of course, the conversation has been outstanding today. Lots of comments, people interacting, jumping in on The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, I'm Vic Faust with Fox 2. Not sure if no. Nobody's getting buffered. We've not been canceled.
Well, you don't know that.
I don't think so. I was looking down going, I think we're fine. I think we are, right?
I forget what we were talking about, but someone was like, bye-bye YouTube for today.
Mark Zuckerberg has two buttons. One is delete the show, and one is annoy the hell out of the audience.
Yeah.
He's on the annoy the hell out of the audience, just buffering us all over the place. Watch this.
There was a, well, I do have something fun for you, Eric. And Crystal.
Yes.
Okay. If you're changing your name, one of the most popular choices.
For male or female?
I would say male. It's one of the most popular newly adopted names if you're going to give yourself a new name.
Okay.
If you've ever wanted to change your name, Eric, what would you be?
Joe
You've said
Biden.
it before. No, Eric brings this name up all the time.
Damien Fairchild.
Damien Fairchild. Thank you so much. You hit a home run. I teed it up for you.
Yeah. Well,
you would change. You would be Damien, right?
It's my It's my brother on the weekends.
I thought it was John Jacobson.
No, that's something else.
John's his minor league guy.
Yeah.
He's John when he goes to the bottleneck.
Yes. When I'm looking for furry classroom kitty litter.
The Social Security Administration released data on people who have changed their names over the past 5 years. And this is so bizarre. There's no word why the names were changed, but some of them are common names with uncommon spellings. But here are the 10 most changed names. These are the names that were changed.
People didn't like them.
They did not like them.
All right, hit me.
Isaac.
Okay.
Chloe. Aiden. Connor. Elliot.
Elliot!
I get the Elliot. Michael. James. There's a million of these. Isabella's. There's a million of these. Sophia's. And there's a billion of these. David.
Well, you're Jewish. If you're Jewish, you're like David.
Damn. So none of us made that list.
No. So Isaac's and Chloe's might just be looking to fix the spelling because the top two most popular newly adopted names were Isaac and Chloe, which are ISAAC, 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 not with two S's, and Chloe, which changed to Chloe. Chloe.
Okay.
And that was from Chole.
That's interesting. So yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, was the first day, and I can mark this in my journal.
And
check this out, Vic. Today was the first day, or yesterday was the first day that I called a Daniel Christie or Karen or something like that. He was a transgender guy.
Yeah.
And I always saw him he transgendered very slowly. He started with the hair.
From being a biological male to a woman?
Yes. And I called him by his female name.
Okay.
Isn't that weird just to say that? I called him by his female name. Is it that? And you know what, Vic? It didn't feel that odd.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Has this new, what is
I
your
can't
friend's
remember
name?
if it, I can't.
What's your friend's new name?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Oh.
It's like a Karen, but I'm like, who would change their name to Karen?
Right.
Christina?
Something like that.
Karen?
Christine is very feminine.
Karina?
It's very feminine. And I said, thanks. Here's the other thing with the transgender, and there's no disrespect by this whatsoever. So, okay, anyway.
I can jump back in if you want me to.
No, hold on. So when you give him the card to pay, and then he goes, "Do you want a receipt?" And I go, "No, thanks, man." That seems like it'd be very disrespectful. But for the last decade, I've been saying thanks, man, to him. But now it's a woman. So what do you do when you get that brain?
Yeah, you'd think that they.
Thanks, man.
But
they don't want to be called man anymore. Thank you very much, Christine.
Yeah.
Or whatever her name is.
I think it takes a little bit of effort on both sides because I think that if you're in that position and you just decide to get mad at everybody over every single time that accidentally happens, then that's a little extra. But
no, I feel bad. I
know you feel bad, but that's what they should see, and they shouldn't hit you for it because you are consciously catching yourself and trying to be like, oh my, sorry.
Well, the first two names were not new names. It was Isaac and Chloe. They were just different spellings.
Yeah.
But the first new actual name that people wanted, Sebastian.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one.
I knew you were going to say that.
That is a good one.
Yeah. I knew you were going to like that.
Yeah.
You could be, if you wanted to change your name with the Social Security Administration, you could be Sebastian
Johnson. It's very it's very classical.
I do like Sebastian.
Yeah.
It's unclear why. It's a trendy celebrity baby name right now. It's also the name of Ryan Gosling's character in La La Land.
It's also Sebastian Bach from Skid Row.
And the crab in The Little Mermaid. The rest of the top 10 adopted names after the Sebastian.
Okay.
William.
Bill.
Olivia.
Liv.
Michael, even though Michael was also a name that people were getting rid of.
Mike.
Elijah. So there you go. Courtesy of Fox 59 in Washington, D.C.
William's a great name because you have so many options. Like you can
William
be,
Shatner.
Well, no, I mean like as far as nicknames. So like with Crystal, there's not really much nicknames. But with William, so I have a William, but he goes by Liam. You can do Bill, you can do Billy, Will, William, the whole. I mean,
That's true.
It is a nice name to be able to like switch it up a little bit.
I always look at it like this. How would you want to be introduced at an NFL football game? Van. How about Van? Van Johnson. Yeah, that's a good one.
I like my husband and I considered Vaughn, but Vaugh, right?
Yeah. How about Cameron? Cameron Johnson.
So I know a girl Cameron and I know a guy Cameron. So how do you guys feel about the names that go both ways?
Dude, that's a great point. If you have a name like Cameron, you can literally be transgendered and not screw everybody up.
Well,
you can literally keep your name.
Or like,
hey, Cameron.
If you're looking at an application or you're seeing the name on a reservation or something like that, you can't just assume it's a guy or a girl, right? There are certain names
it's
like
Starbucks I'm having a hard time also because you order and you can't tell if the guy or girl taking your order is a guy or a girl. And I always go, thanks, man. That's my thing. If I don't know your name, I always say, thanks, man. And then you drive up to the window, and it's someone who's trying to change their identity. So, well, if you say, then you feel bad again. You're like, God dang it.
I don't know. I'm with some people on the Facebook line. I call everybody dude.
Oh, yes.
No. You can't call a girl a dude.
No.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Call a girl
Come on,
a girl.
dude.
I go, girl.
Can you imagine walking up
What's
to
up,
Mandy
girl?
Murphy, meeting her, and
See,
going,
and
what's up,
people-
dude?
Girls don't like that. Did you know girls don't like that?
Girls don't want, like what?
Hey, girl. They don't like
Oh,
that.
yeah, it depends on your
Because if
inflection.
I'm not your girl, then don't call me girl.
Yeah.
Because
It-
we're not dating.
Yeah,
Hi,
it
sweetheart.
depends on the woman, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Don't call Crystal a girl.
No, I'm saying like some people don't. I'm not saying
So
I'm in that
what
category,
is a
but-
generic term like thanks,
Well-
man?
well-
What's a generic term for thanks, man?
Thanks, man.
No, you can't say thanks, man, to a girl.
No.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Just treat with
Just
respect.
don't put anything on the end, I
Yeah,
guess.
thank you.
Hey,
Smile.
dude, can you come over here and help me?
Smile. Wink.
Okay, I
Eric,
get it.
you could wink. Smile.
I'm
Hey,
so
thank you.
confused right now. Life is just confused.
Well, Liz Cheney, according to Joe Patterson from the AP, this news story just broke. According to Joe Patterson, Liz Cheney has changed her pronouns to fired and unemployed.
Yes.
Thanks
That's
for that.
hilarious.
Thanks for that news update.
You fired.
We got it done there. In other news, the 34th season of The Simpsons, since we talked about it last week with Crystal, premieres September 25th. The creator has come out publicly trying to explain how they predict everything, but he did not bring up any inside
travel?
cults. He did not bring up time travelers. He did not bring up the Illuminati. He did not bring up any of those things that were discussed or brought forward by our said listeners.
Yeah.
He just said, well, I guess we're just getting lucky.
No,
We're getting
one
fortunate.
time is coincidence. 2 times is uber coincidence. 30 times is you guys are going to the future and coming back.
Well, the prediction of Donald Trump being president, the prediction of 9/11,
Yes.
the prediction of Super Bowl contestants and winners many years in advance
Yes.
for the same year that they
Yes.
came out.
Yes.
Certainly has people going, So they also understand marketing. So they put all of this out there right before the 34th season debuts September 25th.
And who in this room will not be watching that episode to see what they predict?
I've never been a Simpsons person,
Yeah.
but you're right. They hooked
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
They hooked me because I'm like, oh, now they're promoting this.
Yeah, like the creepiest one to me was the Kobe crash.
The Kobe crash.
To
oh
be
my
completely
God.
honest, like you can just throw like teams out there and you can be
And it would be
lucky.
it would be Michael
Well, Kobe
Jordan.
crash, and
That was
9/11.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about death.
Yeah.
Which isn't anything to be laughed about, but it's like, oh my God, they predicted this.
Lisa Simpson being the first vice president wearing exactly the same outfit that Kamala Harris was wearing when she took the
I didn't
oath.
even know about that one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it's a purple suit. Yeah. Lisa's sitting at the desk saying she has to clean up everything that President Trump left out. And she's sitting in a purple suit, and then Kamala shows up in a purple suit. But
Look
do you
at-
think
that's-
Kamala picked that, or do you think somebody did that purposefully?
I have no idea. I guess
Right?
you'd have to be really in tune with the Simpsons.
No, but it is. I mean, you're probably going to tune in, aren't you? If you don't forget.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try to go.
If you're not taking a nap on your couch.
But then you have to watch the episode and go, this is so ironic, or this is so crazy. I wonder if this is the future that we're looking at.
Exactly.
You have to be able to.
You better damn well.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're thinking, which
If
is
there's-
why I want to go see.
If there's anything in there about the Illuminati, you go, oh my God, this is the future.
Robert says the new idea is that the new Simpsons are predicting multiple future events.
Yeah, he has to be a time traveler.
Who's the? Oh yeah, the creator. I can't remember his name right now, and I should. But he came out.
Goring, or whatever his name
Yeah.
is. Matt Growing.
No, but the guy who spoke, I thought it was different.
Might be. I don't know.
Who's
getting in the CERN portal? Because somebody is.
It's Matt Groening.
Matt Groening.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It's like he kind of looks a little bit like is it James Cameron? Maybe they're traveling
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Different places.
Yeah. Come on, guys. We are living in you either
The guy. I'm sorry. The guy who actually was speaking out about this is the showrunner, Matt Selman. Matt Selman is who came out and told Deadline that the newest season of the show will finally reveal to fans how they continue to shock viewers by accurately predicting the future.
Yeah, it's creepy.
They're going to show viewers.
No, they can't do
and I don't know how they would do that. He says, we have another crazy conceptual episode that explains how, quote, The Simpsons know the future. It is a conceptual episode with lots of crazy stuff in it, but it does an explanation of how The Simpsons can predict the future.
Okay, whenever that's on,
That's September 25th, Eric.
I cannot wait.
I know. It makes you go, now it's almost
So
like,
now there's a how.
Yeah, but now... Yeah,
not just
but
I don't have any idea.
Which makes me go, okay, before it was, just kind of quietly going along.
Yeah.
But to actually come out and say it's going to happen, normally in life, those are nothing burgers.
What if they land a UFO on the lawn of the White House and they go,
It's
now we're
time.
going to show you how we do all
It's
this
time for
stuff.
the American people to now,
Yeah.
we're now ready to
Yeah.
hear, and we're going to be told not through Fox News, not through CNBC, not through any of the major news networks. We're going to be told through The Simpsons. That's apropos for Americans.
Well, first of all, the American newsroom probably doesn't know what's going on.
Oh.
I mean, Nora O'Donnell, for God's sakes. That was, if you want to know that journalism's dead, and we all know about what happened with Nora O'Donnell the other day, don't we? She went out definitively saying that Donald Trump has no right to say that the FBI took his passport. It's a lie. She did it on her Twitter account. And then all of a sudden, Donald Trump on Twitter goes, yeah, here's the letter. And then the FBI confirmed that they returned the passports. That is your news organization who talks to you every night, lying to your face. You going to believe them when they bring up anything else? Are you?
But think about this too, Eric. When it comes to The Simpsons and the success, something's going on because you're talking about the longest running primetime series.
Isn't it 30 years?
In American history with 728 episodes, 98 Emmy nominations, 35 wins, and getting ready to start season 34.
Eventually, they're going to be like Lassie and have to get new characters to play the parts of these animated characters because everyone's going to die.
No, they stay the same, though.
That's what I love about it is like they're still in school. Bart is still writing on the chalkboard
Correct.
because
Yeah.
he gets in trouble.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I remember sitting down and like that was one of those shows that you did not miss that first minute because the intro changed.
Yeah.
And they've come up with so many different ways to put them on the couch and
That's
different
true.
things, right? It's
That was the days when we didn't have DVR.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Think about that, Vic. This damn television show started before DVR was a thing. You had VHS machines to record. Like she said, it's 7 o'clock. You
Eric,
better be in front of the TV.
Eric, it was the 80s.
Yes.
It started in the garage.
Yes. We are making a case every single day on this show why the 80s.
And on top of it, as
ruled.
Gordon reminds us, people, it's a cartoon.
Is it?
Todd said, I
Question
honestly
mark?
had no idea The Simpsons were even on still.
Yeah, the fact that it's doing so well and it's a cartoon is that what Gordon means? Like not only has it been running for so long, but on top of it, it's a cartoon.
It's like the Rolling Stones. Every generation has fans.
Yeah.
I mean, but seriously, we like to have fun. Think about this. Isn't it safe to say something's going on?
I mean, it seems
Right.
fishy.
Here
Something's going on.
We
You
have
don't
no
predict-
choice.
You don't predict all of that obscure, crazy stuff without something else going on behind the scenes.
We have no choice. Friday has to be a conspiracy Friday.
Again?
We have no choice. Because the Mandela effect now is starting to freak me out.
Oh, my God. Write these things down. The Mandela effect. What portal are you worried about now?
CERN.
Okay, where's the
CERN,
CERN portal?
Switzerland.
It's in CERN. You do realize that there are said, quote, alleged portals in different parts of the world.
I don't care. I only know about the one.
You only need one.
Did you ever see Event Horizon?
No.
Don't watch it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Good.
Again.
Again. That's all right.
The CERN portal. Did you sign up to go jump in?
The whole world did. We're all going into the
we
same
all got
portal.
a ticket whether we wanted it or
Yes.
not.
We're all going into the same portal.
Have you been on Reels or have you been on TikTok?
I got to stop it because it's screwing with my brain.
You won't be able to get sleep.
I can't.
You'll be thinking
know.
that you're jumping in to the CERN, and then you'll wake up. You're like, oh,
Dude,
my God.
I tell you what. I tell you what. I have a good $100 bill right here for our friend Elliot Davis if he takes it to go find out what's going on at CERN because we didn't pay for it.
Well, you've started up Robert.
Call up Elliot right now. I got $100 for him. I will fund it myself.
Is it tax related?
No, he can. I'll give it to him under the table.
Robert Peterbaugh said the portal's under, or a portal's under Lake Geneva.
Lake Geneva.
There you go. That's the Switzerland one. The CERN. How are you spelling that?
CERN.
You just never know what you're going to get on the show. That is for
Dude,
sure. We try to be
I can't believe you don't know
and
this.
Not just to be. I do know
This
a lot, and I do study a lot.
This was an 18-mile atom collider that they said they were trying to find out information on fusion energy.
Yeah, they store
Why?
store anti-hydrogen there.
How antimatter, Vic? Antimatter does not like the material world.
Sounds like a Madonna song.
Vic, help me out here, brother.
Large Hadron Collider.
Get me
Andy
Elliot on the
Lee's.
phone right now.
Oh my God.
We'll send him right to the CERN office.
So I looked it up. It says in their mission statement, our work helps to uncover what the universe is made of and how it works.
And where we can.
So it says we do this by providing a unique range of particle acceleration facilities to researchers to advance the boundaries of human knowledge.
And Glenn Thompson also says, according to the AP, the portal is guarded by the Loch Ness Monster. Glenn, you win. You should get a
Bigfoot
4-pack
is on
tickets
the
tomorrow when
beach.
we give them.
See?
We're going to give you.
If you bring that attitude, there will be no more conspiracy
And the
Fridays.
Giants live there, too. So you got to be careful of the Giants that once roamed.
Actually, I found out about the
planet
Giants.
Earth.
It was a hoax.
The
I
Giants
found out about
are there,
it.
too. Really? How do you explain the extremely large skeletons?
There was no extremely large skeletons.
They're in museums.
Andy wants to know if you ever watched The Big Bang Theory.
Watch your mouth.
No.
Well, the Big Bang Theory, not the Gang Bang Theory. No, I have not.
We got to take a quick
Come
break.
on.
We're going to give away a bunch of tickets tomorrow, by the way. We will do it tomorrow, I promise.
I'm telling you right now, Vic.
What are you saying?
We can go through the portal and we can find out how
Will we
the
learn about
Simpsons
the
are
fallen
doing this.
angels then or before?
See, you're bringing in old school stuff. I'm talking new school.
All right. The new angels can't go there?
I'm sure the angels have
The
their own
fallen
portal.
angels?
They got their own portal.
What about Angels and Airwaves?
That band should never have come out on this
Stop
scene.
it. Back with more right after this.
The Morning Edge. 100.7 The Viper.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandStorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Sign up now for the Saints Joachim and Care Service 18th Annual Golf Outing on Monday, September 12th. A day filled with fun and friendship at beautiful Bogey Hills Country Club. Your entrance fee includes lunch from 11 to noon. Shotguns start at noon and wraps up with a cocktail hour and dinner. For over 40 years, the Care Service has given people in our community a new beginning. The annual golf outing helps raise funds critical for the people who turn to Saints Joachim and Care Service in crisis. Find out more at jacares.org.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new laundry set that provides a powerful yet gentle clean in less time, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days. Get up to 25% off plus 750 instant savings on select appliances through July 13th. Valid June 22nd through July 13th. U.S. only. Gas dryer extra. See store for details.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Welcome back to the show. Are we on, Chris? Oh, it sounded a little weird. Welcome back, guys. We got to get out of here today.
Do we? Sound a little weird because it's time to go.
Maybe.
Okay, we're going to do Conspiracy Friday. We're going to do Conspiracy Friday. We need to look for someone who knows a lot about this CERN stuff and the Mandela effect.
And to get you ready, Robert says go read Genesis 6:4, and you will learn about the fallen angels and the giants.
Is that the new XFL teams?
No.
Oh, Fallen Angels versus the Giants.
The Angels and the Giants.
Okay, I will do that. We need to do our research and be up to speed, because this is a master class in everything weird on Friday.
Genesis 6:4. The
Crystal?
Nephilim. You will read about and know about the Nephilim.
Yeah.
Look up CERN. You are our resident Mensa.
Okay.
Make sure you have everything that we need to know. Maybe we can disprove it on Friday. How about that? That it's not opening up portals all over the...
We got to get out of here. I asked you to do some homework tonight. You got to go do that homework. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll see you for Fox News at 5 and 9 tonight. I don't know what I'm wearing tonight. I wore, what did I wear last night?
Because you just don't care.
Yeah, okay.
Gray. Do gray.
I'll wear a gray suit. There you go.
Gray suit.
And then I'll put something...
And a sky blue tie. That's a good combination.
All right. See you tonight.
Bye.